Hi there, it's Joanne Lurgio, live at 5. Safe at Home, daily song share. Today is Tuesday. Welcome to Tuesday's song share. It's been an interesting day for me, which I think is better than a dull and uneventful day, right? I mean, really, I guess the dull, uneventful days are okay every once in a while, but you know, when things go on, interesting days keep things interesting, right? Anyway, yeah, the sun was shining. This is the weather report for Warwick, Rhode Island. It was beautiful this morning. The sun was shining, and then just as we had to go out, the sky turned black, and I guess it was the storm that they kept teasing us with for a couple days. So anyway, the storm came and then knocked the power out at the building I was with my mom on the bottom floor. And then the elevator didn't come back on with the power. It's been an interesting afternoon. I am really happy to be here singing a song for you. But it was like, am I going to make it home on time? And I did. All is well. 97% of the time, all is well. So anyway, welcome to today's song share. Thank you for joining me. I have one song for you, and it is a request. And interestingly enough, when I got the request, I imagined that I sang it more times than I have. It was a request for Ursula. My friend Margaret said, come to think of it, I haven't heard Ursula in a long time. And I'm thinking, I could have sworn I just played Ursula. And not that that matters, because I will play Ursula anytime. Ursula is my grandmother. But you know what? I went looking back through the list, and it's been a very long time since I sang Ursula. Unless I missed it, but it doesn't really matter. For those who don't know, Ursula is my mom's mom. And this is her story. She was a quiet Italian woman who became like the matriarch of our family after my grandfather passed. She still was a quiet woman, but yeah, anyway, this is her story. All of it's true, fact-checked and everything. So enjoy the story of my grandma, Ursula. Woven through my tapestry, there's a shining golden thread. In the fabric of my history, a woman stands out in my head. Before lying to her final rest, brushed on her lips her favorite red, her life, memory to hold, her life, a story waiting to be told. Born in the winter of 1910 to Angelina and Antonio in the city's Italian end, fourth and fifth in line of their 10 children. They called her Ursula, but in years to come, she'd be known to me as grandma and as friend. They say it was hard then to make ends meet. She was working as a young teen at the Alcate factory. Spent years behind a foot press making fancy jewelry. Sometimes life's not kind. She could always find love in her close-knit family. Oh, Ursula, here's to your life that I sing. All the grace Charleston while the crowds yelled for more. Little did she know my grandpa watched her from the door. Soon they danced all night. They would dance for life. Together forever they would soar. Grandpa took a piece of Grandma's heart when he died. And the doctors, they said it was broken inside. Letting go or stand to fight, only Grandma could decide. But she searched until she had found the will. Said there's still a lot to live for in my life. Oh, Ursula, here's to your life that I sing. Oh, the grace of a lady, silent strand of the wind, the foundation of the rock on which your family would climb. Know your scarlet smile is on through time. 'Cause it goes, all good things must end. At 86 years, Grandma danced her last step. And she brushed on her lips her favorite shade of red. On that autumn night, without a fight, laid her weary soul across her bed. Scarlet smile is on. The love in your smile lives on and on through mine. That was Ursula. That was my grandma. I even, here she is. Put a picture for you. Here was this was Ursula. Ursula Bertolotti Pinelli, born in the winter of 1910. This is my mom's mom. Always wore her red lipstick, red nail polish, always. Beautiful auburn red hair. And as alluded to in the song, she had open heart surgery. And it was way back when they first started doing open heart surgery. And any open heart surgery, even today, is serious. But back in the day when they first were doing them, they were new. So it was a big decision for her. So she had to make a decision. I remember her sitting family down and said, I thought about it, and I still have a lot of life to live. I'm going to have it done. And it was the first time that we saw gray hair with my grandma. And she was mortified. Beautiful auburn hair, red nails, and red lipstick. And before she died, she had her lipstick with her at the hospital. Yeah. Just beautiful memories, and that's her story, and it's all true. She danced with her brothers in vaudeville. They had a dancing team, and I can remember my aunt telling the story about they wore hats, and the audience didn't know that it was a female was with them. They thought it was three men until at the end she took her bow and she flipped her hat off and shook her hair out, and the crowd went wild. I love that story. Anyway, so that's the story of my grandma Ursula. She's always around. Thank you much for joining me, and thank you, Margaret, for the request. I know there were plenty of people out there clapping because I know Ursula is a favorite of many. I learned that Ursula just reminds people of their grandma or their lives working in the factory, or the stories that they heard. So yeah, she turned out to be a more universal voice than I imagined that she would. She's been heard around the world. It's so cool. Anyway, thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Please stay safe. Go to Joanne Lurgio and check out Joanne Lurgio music and all the other videos. And please share me with your friends. Leave some comments for me, and I'll get back in touch with you. And I will see you back here tomorrow live at 5. You have a great night. Bye-bye now.